And then there were two. So with that victory today, the Miami Heat take their place in the NBA Finals for the first time since what, 2014. Congratulations to Coach Spo. Great job. Hats off. I know a lot of people had the Lakers as odds-on favorites to get to the finals, but very few people, if we're being honest, had picked the Miami Heat to get past the Milwaukee Bucks, the Raptors, and all those, and the Celtics, those strong teams in the East. But we have a very interesting matchup. But before we get there, let's take a look at this Game 6, specifically the last 9 minutes of this ball game where Boston seemed to have the game under control and then suddenly Miami flipped the script. Let's see what we can pick up from those last 9 minutes. Okay, let's pick up the action from this point where the Celtics had a 6-point lead, seemingly in control of the game. 9 minutes left in the fourth quarter, and we'll see how the tide turned. Ball of the Heat, sideline inbounds. And so often that we've seen, every time Miami needs a big basket, they go to their main man, Jimmy Buckets. They cleared out one side. As you can see, this entire left side is cleared out for Butler, allowing him to operate. And we see that a lot of times when the Heat are in trouble, they know exactly whom to go to. Butler is defended by Marcus Smart, an excellent defender, but Butler's too big, too strong, too savvy. He backs him down, gives him a head fake, gets him up off his feet, draws a foul. And he gets free throws as a result, cutting the lead down. So as the Celtics attack, we're seeing here the kind of shots they're getting, pretty good looks. Pretty good looks against that Heat zone. And a miss, as we know, against zones, we're going to see that it's susceptible to offensive rebounds. So the Celtics get another possession, and this is something that they've been running pretty well, this ball screen here for either one of their two guards to create contraction in the defense and to opening up in the process that those corners for the corner three-point shot. So they run this ball screen. They're taking a look if they have a short roll here for the short 15-foot jumper that Theis was able to convert in that last game. Otherwise, if the screen is effective, the man with the ball there takes the shot, or if the defense reacts, it's a kick to the corner. As we've seen all throughout the playoffs, the Heat have really stuck to this. Wide open shot there. Wide open shot by Kemba Walker. That's a good look. Nothing you can do with that. It's a shot that he missed. Heat get the rebound, and now they're in transition. Jimmy Butler sees Walker on him. That's another mismatch. But this is the guy that got off. Right there. Just in the flurry of the movement, because it was a transition situation. Okay, you have to understand, in zones, you are not matched up against your original man. And so they lost Tyler Hero there for the three-point shot. Another good look by the Celtics, missed there by Smart. And again, this time that space is created for Hero. That's they're looking at the side pick and roll here, but Hero rejects this ball screen. He goes this way, looking to penetrate, or this is a difficult shot. This is a difficult pull-up, but this is something that essentially catches, now again, Marcus Smart. Challenge was a little bit late. 2-point basket there for Tyler Hero again. So now the game is tied. We have a semi-transition situation, kick out. Kemba Walker penetrates, draws a foul, makes his first. That's a crucial miss. That second free throw miss was those are misses that they couldn't afford at this point. And now we're going to find that situation where you see this matchup. This is really a matchup that the Heat want. They really like this matchup of Adebayo versus Theis. And earlier in the playoffs, we were seeing that matchup a little bit lower here in the high post. But good adjustment here by Coach Spo, putting it a little bit higher, giving Adebayo a lot more room. And that space is created by this cut. Very simple, basic cut by Andre Iguodala, but that creates what we call a vacuum. This kind of space here, where originally Theis might have thought he's got a teammate there, but suddenly that cut creates this space, this vacuum, which Bam takes advantage of. And check this guy out. Like we said, the whole series, the Celtics were not helping from strong side corner. And the Miami Heat take advantage. There's that cut. There's that space created. Adebayo is just much too quick for Theis. Miami grabs the lead, but the Celtics come down and they've got a good situation. There's that ball screen again and that opening that we were talking about for Jason Tatum for the three. Boston grabs the lead right back. But didn't last long, because there it is again. Adebayo again in that matchup that they like. Celtics come down. There's that ball screen again that we've seen how they're attacking the Miami Heat zone. Makes the defense react. And this has always been the situation the whole series, and I'm sure the Lakers are going to face this. Here is really a very gray area. You're momentarily free because this guy is checking. We call that a bump. He's checking a bump there, that fake, but he's really defending this guy here because he's waiting for the top guy to recover. So while that's happening, the man with the ball, in this instance, Jason Tatum, finds himself momentarily free. He's got a good look, he's balanced, and he decides to pull the trigger here. Might not be the best shot, not a bad shot, but might not be the best shot. Miami gets it again. Here it is. And this is a tough situation for Jaylen Brown to help. This time, that's the strong side corner. And Jaylen Brown is going to have a hard time helping because Tyler Hero is hot. And now, Adebayo is going to take the other lane to penetrate to the hoop. So basically, three straight possessions. The Heat just kept going and going back to this well, forced that help to finally stop the penetration, but in the process, they give up that easy layup for Jimmy Butler. Miami grabs this lead that they never relinquish till the end of the game. Pass, good sidestep, and that's the penetration that should have been open to the Celtics that whole time, that driving lane. Finally, Adebayo takes Theis out of his misery with that drive, and Theis graduates on his final foul, and the Heat are up by 2 points at this stage. There's that ball screen. This time it's Grant Williams who has come in for Theis. There's that ball screen again. Drawing these two defenders. And the 2-on-1 situation out here. That's always going to be the alignment and the formation that you're going to see with this Miami Heat zone. Walker uses the screen. There's that short roll. There's that short roll here by Grant Williams. Walker doesn't make that pass. Instead, he goes here. However, that's well covered. That check. Iggy is right there. Another ball screen comes, but that's easily defended by Iguodala. And there's that open lane. That's always going to be there. That open lane, what we call shooting the gaps. Those gaps against the zone, those are always going to be open. Marcus Smart takes that gap, makes an excellent pass, excellent kick-out pass, forces the defense to contract. Excellent kick-out pass, great look here by Kemba. But as we see in this entire fourth quarter, well, in this entire end stretch, Kemba is not going to be able to make a three. Inability to convert, that was the problem. Great look. Can't fault the Celtics for that possession. Up by 2 points. Miami Heat go into their offense. Again, very noticeable here in this run. Coach Spo had pulled out already their lead point guard, Dragic. So he's going with this combination of 3 rookies. Tyler Hero, Duncan Robinson, Adebayo, and 2 veterans. Jimmy Butler and Andre Iguodala. Off this timeout, they call a great play. They clear this entire baseline and they're isolating Iggy versus Kemba Walker. Just a little misdirection. Kemba is caught ball watching. There's that misdirection, fake pop out, and strong hard cut to the basket by Iggy, forcing Kemba to foul him. And again, free throws for the Miami Heat. The Celtics miss again, and here's a situation that is been the problem of I think Grant Williams the whole time. I think he's too worried about bumping and preventing this roll here by Adebayo, that he's really caught. And if they're following this shooter, that's Robinson, he's got to be able to step up. He's got to be able to step up higher, faster, because a split second and you know what's gonna happen. Right there, too much space, too much room. We broke this down already the past game. That's huge three-pointer to give up. Now down 5. Celtics on the attack. Take a look. There's that ball screen. That's a good play. Great back screen here by Grant Williams on the big guy of the zone. That's a great back screen by Grant Williams. They're making a nice play. Good look to Jaylen Brown on that lob. Great look, great play. Duncan Robinson at the last second gets a fingertip on the ball, breaks up the possession. Great play, no execution. And again, in transition, they give up that layup to Tyler Hero. Again, when you, especially against zones, when you turn the ball over, it's very hard to defend. There's that ball screen again for the Lakers, for the Celtics, that high ball screen. Pass to Jaylen Brown. Now that's basically a one-on-one coverage between Jaylen Brown and Robinson, but he's funneling him there towards their best defender, Adebayo. And a lot of times, we like our guys to drag behind penetration because, as we've seen, especially against zones, they cover the middle very well, and this pressure prevents efficient kick-out pass. But this, what we call the drag pass, a lot of times that drag is open. However, the Celtics were not doing that, leading to this situation. Great rotation, great look and anticipation by Iguodala. Again, wide open shot for Kemba Walker. That's already three good looks, quality looks for Kemba. If had got one of them to go down, maybe it would have been a different story. But again, they give the Heat the possession, and another foul on that hard penetration by Iguodala. And now with a little bit less than 4 minutes left, 8 points down, the Celtics have to push it up. They have to increase the pace a little bit. But that zone is now very active. One pass, that's the second pass. The penetration by Jaylen Brown, covered by Iguodala. Again, you're seeing this 2-on-1 situation here. However, under heavy duress, that's going to be a tough find. And still the Celtics show a lot of patience. Pass right there. And watch this check. Watch that check. Very high quality bump and check by Robinson. Preventing this move right here is preventing Kemba from taking that shot. But he's already on this move. Robinson already knows that he's gonna recover to this guy who's wide open. But at the same time, he's got that support here. The other guy, watch Andre Iguodala go all the way over. And this is a perfect example of the quality Miami Heat zone. And this is what the Lakers are going to be facing. So Robinson checks Walker. And still he's there with Tatum. And that move by Iguodala just allows Tatum to hesitate a little bit and allow that challenge by Robinson. And of course, you've done all that work. Now you gotta clean it up with a defensive rebound. And again, the Heat are off into the run out, transition. Heroic, another great play by Tyler Hero. And now, this is where the Celtics are kind of rushing. Can't blame them. 3 minutes left, 10 points down. They were now kind of focused just solely on getting 3-point shots, and they completely forgot the penetrations. Another important missed free throw there by Tatum. Coming down, one pass, three. So you saw Marcus Smart earlier, one pass, three. Now Jaylen Brown, one pass, three. As the Miami Heat put a finish to this ball game. They find that situation here. Adebayo coming down, he's seeing Hayward on him. Good help by Jaylen Brown, but again, that was the final nail in the coffin. So, there you have it. Great comeback by Miami in this game. They were kind of in trouble. They were beleaguered for a bit there in the fourth quarter. But couple of things. Number one, they stuck to their strength. The whole season they were playing that inverted zone where they had the taller guys on top. And they've been working at it the entire regular season. They perfected it, and Coach Spo knew something, and he had a plan, and he had foreseen this moment where this is going to be his go-to defense, truly his main defensive weapon, even into the finals. Did he see himself in the finals looking at a team like the Lakers, for example? Because in my mind, this zone is going to be a very potent defensive weapon to stop LeBron. To stop LeBron and even AD in the NBA Finals. And we're going to take a look if the Heat are going to continue playing this fantastic defensive zone. So they stuck to their strength. That is their zone defense. But especially in this ball game, some key adjustments that were made, and that's what you will always find with the great coaches, their ability to at the same time stick to their strength while simultaneously being creative and looking to constantly make adjustments within the system and within the things that they do. And here two key adjustments. Number one was extended playing time of of Andre Iguodala. How many times has Iggy been in this situation where he comes into a kind of tenuous situation and flips the script and saves his team? He's done it in the other teams he's played before, most recently with the Warriors in that finals where they inserted him into a starting lineup and the Warriors ended up winning the series. And again tonight, in the fourth quarter, and throughout the game, Iggy played exceptionally well. Made those 4 3-pointers, and then continued on into the final quarter. That was the first adjustment. The second adjustment was going to the end game without his lead point guard, without Dragic. Not that he was not that he was playing poorly, but the great play, of both Tyler Hero and Robinson and Iggy. Coach Spo didn't see the need to get Crowder and Dragic back into that final combination on the floor. So, fantastic, great coaching that we've seen from Coach Spo. So, this is going to be something going to be a delight to watch for in the finals. That coaching matchup between Coach Spo and Coach Frank Vogel. Taking nothing away from Coach Brad Stevens. They had a great run. And I thoroughly enjoyed seeing what I witnessed in the training camp this preseason and how they've been able to nurture it and take it to just one step away from the final. In the end, just the inability of guys like Kemba Walker to hit their shots against that zone of Miami told heavily on the Celtics. So, like I said, 2 teams remaining. Keep it here on Coach's Vision as we continue to give you more insights and keep trying to show you how to watch these ball games from a coach's perspective. Catch you later.